It's all got very colourful all of a sudden in the studio here. More colourful than normal. David Tennant's arrived with his brightly coloured sweater.
I'm slightly melding with the set.
Yeah.
Haven't you done well?
Thank you very much.
You've got the orange and the red.
Yeah.
You've got it all going on.
Yeah.
Did you think it through?
It looks like I did, didn't it? So I'll say I did.
You did. And the reason you're here is because tonight you're on stage doing Comic Relief here.
That's right. Red Nose Day is up.
Shall we get the Sir Lenny Henry thing out of the way now? This
Sure.
is his last one.
I know. This is quite a significant moment. 39 years Comic Relief's been going, and he was there at the start. And so this will be a big farewell. Yeah, but slightly emotional probably.
And do you think that I always think, and you can tell us, around Lenny Henry there's an air of sort of wonderful, chaotic, organised brilliance.
Here's an example.
There we go.
Yes, there he is.
This was with Tom Jones, wasn't it?
Oh yes.
Look at that.
Very good.
What's he like to work with?
Delightful, actually. He's just a very open, lovely, kind man. And I think that there's definitely something about that very natural quality that he has.
Great sketch.
There he is. That has clearly been a conduit for everything that Comic Relief has done. He's the avatar for the kindness of the nation, isn't he?
How many of you are going to be presenting tonight?
There's 8 presenters tonight. All of us, all at once.
You can't all be all on stage.
All on stage, all at the same time. It's chaos.
You've done rehearsals, obviously.
We did, yeah. Yeah, we certainly were all.
Sometimes it's more fun if you have.
Actually, one of us was missing even yesterday, so we still don't quite know how it's going to work. For us, it's really rather fun. I think for the floor managers, I think it's a stressful nightmare.
I can imagine. So hold on, what's the plan? So all 8 of you going through the whole evening?
Yeah. I mean, then we sort of split up and do little bits as the evening goes on. But yeah, and we're all basically there, phalanxing beside Len, because it's his big final finale. There is,
I mean, obviously the bigger picture is the brilliant work that Comic Relief does, but I mean, we are all a bit curious. 8 big egos, 8 big sorry, I used the word ego, personalities.
Yes, to be
on
honest,
the stage.
it's pretty ego-free, I have to be honest with you.
So what about the personalities? Because that's a big old, that's a lot going on, isn't it?
Yeah, nice people. I think Comic Relief chooses nice people. Nice people are attracted to the cause. So everyone just really feels very honoured to be asked, I think. It feels like it's a national institution, isn't it? And it's something that brings out the best in the nation. So if you can help facility that, you're just very
I'd like to be
glad
I'd like
here.
the little camera in the sort of makeup room just before it goes, as it's all it's gearing up and you're all... Performers, you can tell us, have their own ways of getting ready for a live show, don't they?
Yes.
You know from theatre.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you go quiet? Do you go louder? What's your thing?
Sort of depends on the situation, really. The last play I did, we were all there was 8 of us, a different 8 people, but all rammed into one dressing room together. So that was quite lively, and you kind of didn't get a chance to kind of go in yourself and get worried. So I think that's what I'm going to pursue from now on.
What is the difference for you presenting tonight and being live in theatre?
Well, I suppose with a play, obviously you rehearse for weeks and you know the sort of things it's a very focused, very specific thing. With something like tonight, there is an element of anarchy to it. You know, there's an element of it's happening live on the telly, and we've sort of rehearsed. We kind of know where we're supposed to stand, but it will have a certain freewheeling quality, which I think is what you tune in for, isn't it?
Having seen Lenny Henry with Tom Jones with a big
Sporran?
nose on his...
in the Sporran area.
Thank you very much. Anything you've been asked to do that you either have said no to or you are worried about doing?
Do you know what? I'm always worried they're going to ask me to do one of those things that people, where they trek across the Arctic, or like Molly King who's cycling around the entire world.
I think it was, so we had Sarah, we had Vicky, Laura, and Alex, didn't we? That they did that trek.
You'll see a film about that tonight. It's extraordinary. There they are. I'm just terrified I'm going to ask to do something like that.
Well, would you say no?
I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Doesn't matter. Could you say no? This is the thing. If you're asked,
Comic Relief ask
you can't say no. So what would be the worst thing that they could ask you to do? Because I'm just making sure we can set this up for next year.
So that they know exactly.
Swimming, one of those ones, ice swimming?
I do not like a cold swimming pool.
So it would be cold.
Yes,
that would be
cold would be bad.
Cold. Are you a runner?
Cold and undressed. I think those two things.
Do you know
come
what?
together.
The cogs are whirring there already. If you say it on breakfast, it's gonna happen. That's it.
When you're presented, do you have the director like we do?
Yes.
You have all that stuff.
Yes.
Is that okay? Because that wouldn't be something you're used to normally.
Well, there's different ways. No, these are all terms I'm learning. There's switch back and switch something and
Just switch. So switch and open. So if you're open, you hear everything. So you hear the directors. I'm hearing the producers. Everything.
Are you open?
Yeah, because if you're a bit of a control, you like a lot of control.
You hear the arguments, you hear the shouting, you hear the whole lot.
So they're all shouting at you right now. Going, stop telling them how it works.
Well, they'll do that anyway, but they're also shouting at each other.
Right.
So, and when you're switched, you only hear the director, so they press the switch just to talk to you.
So it's only if I'm doing something really bad, or if I need a very immediate prompt. Camera 5, you idiot! That's all I hear. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just best not to know. The brilliant thing about Comic Relief is the money it raises.
I know.
So I was reading those figures. Is it 1.5 billion over the period?
Yeah.
Over 39 years, £1.5 billion and counting.
We often say the same thing here in the morning. You go, how will people now, given the struggles in every household, just making ends meet, is there going to come a time when people just sort of hold back a bit, and then you see the numbers again?
Well, it's one of the things that we say on the show tonight. Well, we absolutely understand not everyone's able right now to be giving money away, and that's also fine. This is just, we're all aware that the country, we're all in a cost of living crisis. It's tough right now. It's just if you can, and we show the examples of what the money can do, and it is absolutely life-changing what this money can do.
Have you prepared yourself for all the films that come out? Because when you see them, they're emotional. Have you been sat in front of them so that you can hold it together?
I haven't seen. There's one of them that I do a voice track for. That I've seen that one, which is an incredible film about bringing fresh water to Somalia. In a country where you have to choose between, or an area in Somalia where you have to choose between fresh water or going to school. That's not a choice, And Comic Relief is able to bring the fresh water. You don't have to pay for it anymore. Here you go. So your kids can go to school. I mean, it's such a fundamental human right. So it's all about stuff like that, all over the world, and a lot at home in Britain too.
They'll get you every time, those stories. They'll get you every time. What's the costume for tonight? Do you know what you're wearing?
I'll be wearing a lovely... I'll be trying to be as smart as you, Charlie.
Dapper.
Is that...
Yeah,
I think that works. I think that would be a nice kind of casual, comfortable approach. Why not?
Yeah, understated, isn't it?
I think it's lovely. I think it's absolutely lovely. Do you want to practice a little bit, just in terms of live reading auto cue and all
bigging
that?
it up, yes.
You are on camera 4.
Do I just read this now?
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't have to quite lean in quite so much. Do it more...
Well, no, you can. I thought it was nice when you leaned in.
I've quite a front-footed approach to this.
It was intimate. You were connecting with the audience. It was good. Yeah,
see, you guys are very chill. You know how to... You're very relaxed. You're very at home.
In fact,
here.
I shouldn't have said anything. Do it your own style. I shut up.
Comic Relief is on tonight at 7 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.
David Tennant, thank you very much.
What was that?
Thank you very much.
Nice.
What was that? I just said
was
thank
that
you
Scottish accents, Creek?
No, I think I rolled my R accidentally.
We do that.
You're actually now just making me sweat through embarrassment. So can we stop, please? Thank you very much.
Do you like horse racing? Do you ever go to horse racing at all?
No.
All right, that didn't work.
My niece is very good at the old horses.
Riding them?
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
She might be interested in this then. Mike's at Cheltenham.
She will definitely be interested in this. This is for you, Hannah.
Oh, there you go. Look at you taking over the programme. Stop it now.
There's Mike.